Barnet Council is a great place to work. Barnet is one of the largest boroughs in London by population, on a par with cities like Coventry and Leicester. And whether it's our exciting growth and development plans, which are amongst the most ambitious in London, or our vision to become the most family-friendly borough in the capital by 2020, we have a plan of where we want to get to and how to get there. Our corporate plan sets out our pathway to 2020, developed through our commissioning council model, which looks at the best way to deliver each individual service. This approach has already seen Barnet undertake joint ventures, strategic partnerships, arm's-length service management and more, all with the aim of continuing to deliver excellent services for our residents. But what's it like to work here?
It's a really exciting time to come and work for Barnet. Barnet is a fascinating place, incredibly diverse. There are parts of Barnet that are urban, suburban, rural. There's a real mix in terms of the communities as well that live in Barnet. Barnet's a growing borough. Over the next few years, there'll be another 20,000 homes in the borough, a huge amount of jobs being created.
Saw an advert for Barnet Council with an agency, so thought I'd apply. Applied a couple of months with the agency, ended up full-time at Barnet.
Before joining, my expectations were quite high, but they have been exceeded, and I think Barnet has served as a model for lots of other local authorities.
I like that it's a diverse borough. I wanted to work in local government because you're making a difference, and I also liked about Barnet there's a lot of regeneration happening.
Every organisation needs a vision and a strategy for the future, and the corporate plan is Barnet's vision and strategy. And that's why it's an important document, and that's why I'd urge everyone who's joining the council to read it.
The best thing about working at Barnet is that if you are a person that embraces change and you are willing to go the extra mile, it's a really dynamic workplace to operate in. It's a place that rewards hard work, I feel. It's a place that allows you to develop as an individual, and it's a place that allows you to stop and think and innovate.
Working with a great team, the guys, everybody gets on, everybody knows everybody's strengths, weaknesses, from the management down, you're looked after.
It's incredibly diverse. You've got Totteridge, which almost feels like you're in the countryside, and then a short drive away, Golders Green, where you can try some of the best falafel.
Senior management are very good in informing staff. I think it's every fortnight they have their staff briefings, and the way it happens is they have an invite for staff to come on different levels.
The best thing about working at Barnet is it will give you opportunities and it will let you do things. If you show the ability and if you're able to do something, you're given the opportunity, which I think is pretty amazing.
I've been here 11 years, so they've been pretty good to me.
So the council's moving offices in 2018 to Colindale. And that's a really big moment for the organisation. Colindale is the heart of our regeneration area across the west of the borough.
Growth and regeneration is right at the heart of what Barnet Council does. We have a really ambitious programme to deliver 27,000 new homes and create up to 30,000 new jobs. There are loads of really exciting projects within that, but I think the most significant one is Brentcross Cricklewood, which is to create a new town centre. So we're building 7,500 new homes and doubling the size of the Brentcross shopping centre. It also means that people like social workers are going to be much closer to the clients that they're working with.
Barnet Council has had some really high satisfaction ratings from its residents over the last few years, despite all of the changes that have happened in Barnet, some of the changes that have happened across local government in the last few years. And that's something that we take incredibly seriously.
We may have different employers, but essentially we have one goal, and that's to deliver for our residents.
When you're starting, just don't be afraid to ask anybody for help. If you're not sure about anything, always ask. People are there to help you, that's what it's about. They know that it may not be experienced.
Take every opportunity and to talk to people around the council and learn from them.
Try and get yourself out into the borough as much as possible. Liaise closely with colleagues, your new colleagues, to get a really good understanding of the borough again. And I would recommend that you link in closely with our community partners, as they are really key stakeholders in what we do in the borough.
I think as long as you've got an open-minded attitude, you're gonna be open to things, and you're gonna get along and working for Barnet. Okay, yeah, so it's good.